Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for liking the channel and subscribing to it. Really truly appreciate. Today's topic, we're talking about how to run profitable side hustle business, or how to run a small business in a more professional way that can help you gain more investment into your business, and that can help you to see if it's time to expand your business or not. So I'm gonna discuss 3 things that I want you to put in place when you are running your side hustle or your small business to make sure that it's more profitable, to see that your side hustle or your small business is profitable or not. So let's get to today and discuss it. But before we go on to today's topic, please guys do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and the most important one, please do not forget to share the channel to your friends and family so they can also be financially smart in their finance journey in their lives. So this channel is to help each and every single one of us into making sure that we are making financially smart decision in our finances. So this channel is just to help all of us to say, oh, this is the information that is out there, let me use it to make sure that I make it a financial wiser decision in my finance journey. And if you do need assistance, please do use the email listed below to email me any question that you might have, or if you need any assistance, I am here to help you make more wiser and informative financial decision in your journey. So let's get to today, guys, discussing how to run profitable side hustle business. So there are 3 things that I want you to always put in place when you are running your side hustle business. So side hustle, it could be that you're selling perfume, it could be that you're selling Inuga, it could be that you are selling a service, maybe an IT specialist, if maybe you're a bookkeeper, maybe you're doing people's hair, maybe you are selling a skill out there, or maybe you are selling a product. It could be any product that you be selling. It could be that you're selling blankets, it could be that you are selling perfumes, it could be that you are selling jerseys, clothes, or any of those things. So in this episode, we are going to be discussing what do you need to do to put in place to ensure that this business of yours is running at a profitable margin, or the side hustle that you are running is running at a profitable margin. So some people also don't run it as a side hustle. Maybe other people are selling kotas in their homes, they are selling food or scones. Maybe they are doing this on full-time basis, so probably they also do not have this information in place for them to see if whatever the small business they're running is profitable or not. So this topic is also applicable to you as well. So you are running a small business, maybe full-time basis, but you also don't have these things in places for you to be able to see if this small business that you're running is profitable or not. So I do want you to tune in and to listen more and what you need to put in place in your business so that it is at a profitable margin. So there are 3 things that I want to discuss today. So those 3 things, I want you to put these 3 things in place, which is your budget, which is your statement of profit and loss, which is your inventory intake. Or inventory intake could be when you are selling a product, so you need to have an inventory stock reported that you need to do. Or if you are selling a service, I want you to have a billing information statement that you keep in place to say that if I'm selling this service, or if I was using this client, maybe you're an influencer and then you get influencing gig, this is what they were offering, just to keep in mind, to say that I did a campaign of something and then I got 10k. So a similar service of offering this campaign, it must be at least a resonate within the same amount of money, so that you can always keep that information in one set. And it's so easier to use that information to say that actually this is a similar campaign that I did and this is how much I got. Is it possible for you to give me something similar? So it's easier to negotiate. Why? Because you have kept the records of everything in an spreadsheet or in any suitable system software that you can use to record that. So let's first start about the budget. Why I want you to start by growing up a budget. So a budget helps you determine how much money you want to make, and then it records what actually happens. So what do you need to the budget plan for? One, it helps you to determine how much money you're going to use for you to run the side hustle. So because it records on cost of sales of how much you're going to be using. So it helps you to determine that, okay, for me to sell, I'm going to make an example with selling perfumes. So we're going to make an example with selling perfumes. So selling perfumes, how much capital do I need to start with? So I'm going to start with 10 perfumes. So I'm going to start selling 10 perfume. How much money do I need? And what else do I need to pay for me to be able to sell these perfumes? So I need data so that I can advertise on my cell phone, on my WhatsApp. I need network. So it could be any network that you have where you can make sure that you advertise and say, guys, I'm selling perfumes. Maybe you can use Canva, or you can use any photo app to photorize or to do any adverts that you can send out to any community that you have. So you just need accounting software, you need a community, or you need a capital to buy this 10 perfume. So then you are determined of what actually cost do I need to do to make and how much perfume I'm going to sell. So by this, you are knowing exactly what is your capital that you invested in your business for you to understand if it's profitable or not. And then the budget also helps you to determine that if I sell 10 perfumes, how much money will I be looking at making? So that also helps wise. So also in a budget plan, it also helps you to determine the correct selling price. So most of the time, if maybe you are selling goddess, you don't want to sell this goddess less than the money that you spend in buying the products for you to sell it. So you doing a budget plan, it actually helps you to determine the correct selling price for your product. So how can one determine a selling price? So one, if you are selling maybe goddess, you want to determine what is the correct selling price of these things. So normally what you would do is you would record how much money you spend buying this product. Then that's called a cost of sale, to say how much money did I use to buy the product for me to sell this goddess. So I will say that, okay, then you have to determine this per product. So you're gonna say total cost. So let's say you spend 500 rands in buying all the ingredients that you need for you to sell the goddess. So it's 500 rand that you spend, and then out of this 500 that you spend, you're going to sell maybe 15 goddess. So you're gonna say 500 rands. So the 500 rand could be the ingredients, it could be the transportation that you pay, it could be the electricity that you're gonna use. So altogether inclusive, it is 500 rands. So you're gonna say 500 rands divide by number of goddess that you're going to be selling to determine the cost of sale per unit. You can say 500 rand divide by the number of units that I'm going to be selling. So you're gonna say 500 divide by 15 goddess if you're gonna be selling 15 goddess out of the 500 rands. So 500 divided by 15. In that way, you get a cost per unit. Then after you get the cost per unit, what you need to do is put a markup percentage. Normally, people start with saying that I want to make 10% out of this selling product. So you want to say, after determining the cost of sale, let's say the cost of sale was maybe 85 rand. So the cost of sale for 1 unit is 85 rand. So I'm gonna use 85 rand to sell 1 gota. Then I add a markup. Normally you will start with maybe making a markup at 10%. So 85 times 10% markup, it could be like 17 rand. Then you add the 17 rand on the 85. Then after, you can get a correct selling price. Then that way you are selling them in a most profitable way. So always determine, when you are doing a budget plan, it helps you to determine the correct selling price for your product, and that's what you need to make sure that you are running at a profitable margin. Also, the budget, it helps you to record what actually happens. Did you sell all 15 of them? Did you not sell all 15 of them? So that way it helps you to see and track how much do you normally sell per month or per week. So it will determine by you tracking out your actuals versus your budget. So you can then use your actual to make sure that the actuals, they match up to your budget, in a sense to say that this is probable what I'm looking for. I can sell 50, I can, out of 15 that I budgeted, I can actually sell 10, so that you can then limit you spending more money than necessary. Then you can say, okay, I normally, in the 2 executive month, I've been selling 10 to 12. So then you can change from 15 to 10 to 15, so that you do not overspend money on things that might not be sold. So that's how you determine the selling price.